Okay, so I'm making this video for my grandpa just to teach him how to get the most out of his CD drive. I'm going to go over everything from how to make a copy of a real CD for your own computer, how to download music from YouTube, how to then take downloaded songs and like make your own CDs out of them with a blank CD, and how to put everything on a hard drive or a flash drive for your car. So first, I want to go over how to rip a CD. So in your CD drive, make sure that you have a real CD in there, whatever you're trying to get. Open your Windows Explorer, this folder icon at the bottom. You want to scroll down to where you see it says something like audio CD or CD drive, something along those lines. Just click it once, it'll bring you to this screen. This screen, it says files currently on the disk and a list of tracks. We're going to open the first one. So it opens a window here. You know, it might bring up a screen that says open with what program. Make sure you just choose Windows Media Player. It's the blue square with the orange play button. That's the best program for what we're doing. So once the window media player is open, you want to click these three squares, switch to library. Gives you a list of all your tracks and the name of the album, everything. Up here at the top, there's a list of options. We want to just click here, rip CD. It's going to do it automatically for us. So it says stop rip now, it changes. As you can see, the rip status section is now, it's going, ripping 10%. This takes a pretty decent amount of time. It's not a super fast process, but once it gets going, it'll keep going. So we want to just wait here till at least this first one is finished up to 100%. And you can do this as much as you want. Just get any types of songs. Doesn't matter. As long as you have the CD, this will work. So now we're at 100%. It says rip to library. So what that means is we want to go back to our Windows Explorer. And we want to scroll back up, and there's a tab that says music. So now you can see it says Guns N' Roses. This folder was automatically made for me by Windows. So every time I get Guns N' Roses songs, it's going to go in this folder. So let's open this. You can see we have the album, Appetite for Destruction. Open this again. Since we have 2 songs currently done up here, now the third one's going to be done in just a second. Now we have 3 songs complete. And as this keeps going, it's going to fill in and do all of the songs. So now we can open this. See, it's the same song. In fact, it's putting up pictures here. So with this, we have our own copy. We can do whatever we want with this. And once it finishes, we can just take out the CD and do whatever. So now that we have our own digital copy of our Guns N' Roses, we're good here for that. That's how you rip CDs. You can do that as much as you want. So that's how you take an existing CD and just make a copy of it for your computer. So now I want to show how to download music from YouTube. This is just the easiest way that I've found. So you want to just go in the search bar and just type in anything. I just searched like Whitechapel, the Valley full album. I misspelled album, but full album. So you're gonna see a variety of options. If you see one that's like a one video, you don't want that. Just see this one here is 40 minutes long. It's just the entire album in one video. That's no good. If you want it like that, you can, but if you want to be able to skip songs or make your own mixes or whatever, you don't want this full video. So instead, we're gonna see here there's a playlist. Let me just close this. So the playlist has this weird symbol at the bottom. It says 10 videos, and it says Whitechapel the Valley. So we're gonna click that. So we're gonna mute this also. Now on the side here it says Whitechapel the Valley. There's all over 10 songs. So what we want to do once we have the album we want to open up this program Clipgrab. Clipgrab, it's probably gonna open like this, but you want to just immediately click to downloads. Okay, so now go back to YouTube. At the top here, the search bar, or the address bar, you want to just click it once so everything's highlighted. If you accidentally get it like this, where not everything's highlighted, just click and drag to make sure everything is selected. So now with everything selected, we want to right click, press copy. And with the link now copied, we can go back to Clipgrab, and click into this long search box or whatever. Right click, paste. We want to make sure, I'm going to delete this one. We want to make sure that this little flashing icon is there, this little line. That shows that it's selected. So paste in the link. If we're doing music, we want to make sure at this drop down menu, make sure it's set to MP3 audio only. And the quality is not that important. You want to click grab this clip. So now it's going to bring us to our Windows Explorer. So what we want to do now is on the sidebar here, just scroll down to where you see your music. So now I'm back in the music folder. I want to click new folder. I'm going to name this folder after the artist, so Whitechapel. Open the Whitechapel folder by double clicking. I'm going to make another new folder and title it The Valley, named after the album. So now I have my album folder. I'm going to double click it yet again, and now I'm in this empty folder. So down here where your file name is, this will be automatically filled in by YouTube. We want to, though, to make sure all of our songs are in the correct order, we want to click it. When we click it one time, the whole thing's going to get selected. We want to click it again at the front. So now you can see our little selector is flashing. We want to just press the 1 key and spacebar. Since this is the first song in the album, we want to keep all the songs in order. There's other ways to do this, but this is just the fastest and easiest way. So with this, our album is going to be in the correct order. So file name, the number of the song in the album, which is 1, spacebar, and then whatever the song is called. With everything correct, we want to click save. Now Clipgrab is going to do its thing here. It says starting, converting, and then it should finish up right here. So now it says finished. So now with the first song finished, we want to just repeat the same process. So we can either click on the side here to whatever one we want, or you can click this little skip button. So now we're on the second song. So this is Forgiveness is Weakness, song number 2. We want to again click up here at the address bar, everything highlighted, right click, copy. And now go back to Clipgrab, click into this box, right click, paste. Make sure MP3, quality is good, grab. So now we're back already into the Valley folder, our album folder. Again, we want to see it says 1, we want to make sure this is 2, spacebar, and save. So now while that's going, number 3, Brimstone. Alright, number 3 is clicked. Now for some shortcuts, once you can click just one single time and everything will be highlighted. That's important to know. It's a good helpful note. And also to save time, instead of right clicking every time and pressing copy. Oh, that was weird. You can just click one time and now the whole thing is highlighted. Press the control key and C. That copies it. Even though nothing pops up, it copies it for you. So now we want to go back to Clipgrab. And if you want to paste it quickly, control key and V. See, now you see it says index 3. That means it's the third song in the playlist here. Brimstone, as you can tell. 3, spacebar. You want to just repeat this for every single song. You don't have to do those shortcuts. You can just right click and copy if you want to be safe. But once you get better at using a computer, I like to use the shortcuts. It makes everything faster. But we're going to, again, click into this box, right click, paste. And then grab, click at the front, 4. So now I'm going to just stop recording and just do the rest of these, and I'll come back when it's done. Okay, so now I'm going to check here my Clipgrab. You can see everything is finished. Minimize this, open up Explorer. All of our songs are here. So we're going to now show you how to, we're going to burn our own CD with this album. So in your CD player, I've now put in a blank CD. So if you go to this PC, you see it's a blank CD, 700 megabytes. We just make sure everything is popping up good. Just stepping in here for a second because I made a mistake, but once your CD is put in, the blank CD, you want to open it. It's going to say, how do you want to use this disc? You want to say with a CD player. And then you want to click next. Now it knows that you're going to do a CD. So let's continue now. So we're going to go to our music, our album that we want. This is our album. We're going to click one of them and right click. Make sure you open with Media Player. If you click choose another app, you can choose any of these, but I'm going to choose Windows Media Player because it's what I want. So we're going to now highlight everything and just play. What I did there is I highlighted everything by left clicking, dragging. I left click, drag, highlight everything, and then I right clicked, play. It might say open because I just upgraded to Windows 11, so things have changed. So now everything is open on our Windows Media Player. We're going to here click this 3 square button, switch to library. Okay, so now with our, see it has here our unsaved list up here. It says this disk is empty. This is since our blank CD is in here, you see it says blank disk F. This disk is empty. Open the burn tab to create a list of items. Okay, so we're going to click here, this up here in the top right corner, burn. Burn files to disk. We're going to left click that. You see now it says CD drive, data disk, 700 megabytes. We can drag items here to create a burn list. Also, by the way, to get to this screen, we don't have to highlight all of these. We can just open one of them. Open only the first one, then the switch to library, go back to burn, and now we're back on this here with our list. So now we're going to make sure these are side by side so I can get to them easy. On our Explorer, left click and drag, make sure everything is selected, and I'm going to drag it over here, add to the burn list. And as you can see, Windows loves to be annoying. That's only 82 megabytes. I feel like it should be more, but oh well. Windows loves to be annoying, so they screwed up the order of the songs a little bit. So what is supposed to be first is now almost last. We can fix that just by left clicking, dragging it to where it's supposed to go. This one also is wrong. So now I'm just going to double check here to make sure everything is in the right order. Looks like it is. I'm just popping in here to also, because I had more problems. But when you first start to burn your CD, so I have it in the correct order that I want. This is before I burn it though. You want to make sure that so you click over here into the burn options. Make sure it's on audio CD, because if it's on data CD, it screws up everything. I've been trying to record this correctly, but it was not working. So make sure it's set to audio CD. For Grandpa, whenever we would make them, it was always automatically on audio CD, but it's just being annoying for me right now. So you just want to make sure, again, so this is Windows Media Player. We're on the library section. I'll just reopen it here. Go to music, to song, boom, boom, boom. Pause, library, burn. See, it's we have our 80 minutes here. Drag and drop. Let me make it so I can. Our burn list is all jacked up again, so let's make it work. I think that's correct. I think it's, yeah, so this is right now. Again, so make sure it's set to audio CD. If it's set to data disk, it will not play in a CD player. It'll work on a computer, but not a CD player. So make sure it's set to audio CD and then start burn. So now we'll let this finish. Now it opens up here. We can drag it back to where we can see more. Brings up this full list of all of our songs. So now it says, when a demon defiles a witch, writing. We can give these ratings too. I love this album, so I'm just going to do that for fun. Alright, see, the first song is already complete. Now, this is a pretty long process, so you can see over here also, it says burning 20% complete. We're just going to wait here. Looks like it's going pretty fast compared to some other ones I've done. So while this burns, I'm also going to show you how to put stuff on a CD player, or not a CD player, a USB stick. That way you can use it in your car and do whatever you want with it. So open your Windows Explorer. By the way, that's pretty much done. How to burn the CD, this is all you have to do. Once it's finished burning, take it out of your CD player, CD drive, and just, write the name on it or whatever. This is very simple, very simple. We're going to open our now, for moving songs to a USB stick, we're going to go here to our Windows Explorer. On the side here, go to this PC. So these are all of your hard drives and stuff. My USB stick is this one, G. It's probably going to be different for you. For Grandpa, yours is 256 gigabytes. Mine is only 16 though. Oh, actually, my CD player just popped open, so it'll do that sometimes when it finishes. Just pop itself open. All right, so opening up my USB stick. This is whatever came on it. We don't need to get rid of it. This is really simple. You pretty much just want to keep the same file structure as your music. So my Guns N' Roses finished a while ago. We're gonna back out here, open up another Windows Explorer tab for your music, and you can drag and drop. So I'm just gonna take my whole Guns N' Roses, drag it over here, left click, copy to USB drive. Let that do its thing. Alright, now I have Guns N' Roses on the USB stick. Gonna grab my Whitechapel also, drag it over. This one's taking a little longer. Okay, I'm also just gonna take this one here of Death Grips. Yeah, I'll put that on here too. Alright. What you can also do instead, if you don't want to have two of these windows opened, it could get kind of confusing. I'm just going to delete the Guns N' Roses one. Yes. Alright, so now Guns N' Roses is out of there. You can just drag it over here. We want to scroll though to make sure that your USB drive is in view. You just want to drag the left click, drag Guns N' Roses to copy to the USB drive. That's how you do it with one screen. I like doing it with two though, just so I make sure everything is how I like it. Okay, I think that is everything. I'm also going to really fast put in my my own CD that I just made. Put it in the CD drive just to show that it works. Okay, so now I'm showing you that this is the Whitechapel CD that I made. When you pull it up here, this PC, you see it says audio CD. This is kind of like the Guns N' Roses one that I showed earlier. Oops. Okay, I double clicked it and opened it here. It starts playing, but I want to show the other screen. On the side here, audio CD, you can see just like the Guns N' Roses, it says files currently on the disk, and then all of our tracks. We can open it here. And it starts playing. So that'll work on any CD player, it should at least. So yeah, that's pretty much everything on how to get the most out of your CD drive for your computer. And thanks for watching, and I hope it helps.